This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So we had seen a couple of control flow tasks, right? So these are the things currently we're working on it. Now let me go back and open my existing project. So this is the project. We had done two demos. One is on execute SQL task. The second one is on bulk insert. The next demo I'm going to be showing on the execute package task. Now, execute package is used to call another package. So what I would like to do here, I wanted to call, let me drag and drop this activity. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to go to demo number 3. This is demo number 3. Other demos, let me close this. Okay. So demo number 3, I'm going to be rename. I'm going to be renaming this as already renamed as a parent package. Now here in this package, I would like to call this package, and in this package, I would like to call this package as well. So one function is calling another function. One package can also another package. Now, if I wanted to execute this, double click on this, then you go click on the start button. Or if you wanted to execute this, double click on this, you should be able to click on this and start button. So you can execute any one of them like that. But I would like to execute all of them at one shot. So what you do, you create one parent package, you drag and drop this, and let me switch off. Okay. Now let me double click on this. Now let me rename this first. What I'm trying to do, rename. Let me call the demo number 1. Let me double click on this, go to package. Now click on this. You have two things. One is called within this project reference. The second one is called external. External means out of your project. You are getting from external project. Clear? So you can call the package from anywhere. Could be project or it could be external also. The some packages may be available in SQL Server, or some more packages are available in your D drive, C drive. So all this can be stored. So this will discuss what is the file system, what is the SQL Server, will discuss. Now, as of now, double click on this, go to package. Now use a project reference within your project. What is the package you wanted to call? I would like to call the first package and click on OK. That's it. So now drag and drop execute package task, double click on this. I wanted to call the second demo. Now first let me right click on this, rename. So call demo number 2. Now if you don't configure properly, you get a red mark. Double click on this, go to package, project reference, go here. Demo number 2, I would like to call, the red mark is gone. Now if I execute this, if I execute the previous package, let me close it. Now I have only this package. If I execute, it is calling this as well as this parallelly. So both of them will get called parallelly. If you want to call one by one, you go like this. If you wanted to call one by one, demo number 1 will get called, demo number 2 will get called. Clear? It is one by one. I wanted to call them parallelly. Okay. So like that, you should be able to save and start. So it is going to be calling another package. Clear? Not only one package, lot of other packages which is being called. That's what it is doing it. Now, if both of them are executed, means you will get successful. But there is an issue here. Demo number 1 is not able to call. There is an issue. What is the problem here? The problem is it is not able to start. Demo number 1 is stuck somewhere. Let me go back and stop this debugging. There is an issue with the demo number 1. When I double click and try to open it, it is not able to open. It is, the code got some issues with the code. Let me delete this package. It is not working properly. Now let me rename this as a first package. Now sort by name. Okay, so let me create a new package here. So let me control flow. Let me go to the first package. Oh, it is not opening. There is an issue with the this package. If I give, it is not at all opening. First package is got correct. Let me take one more package. Let us say this is package number 4. Okay, demo number 4. Okay, let me simply say execute this one. I wanted to call this by going to the new connection. Let me use staging only. Let me say delete from employee table. Simple task I'm going to be doing it. So now let me go use stage company. Say go select star from EMP table. Oh, you have some data. Now when I'm trying to execute it, this is getting executed, which is deleting the data from this table. Okay. Now we insert some dummy data. Only simple things. Let us do it now. Slowly, we will be going into the complex activities. Okay. So I have some name here. So let me have 1000. So you should be able to see some dummy data. You can enter some BBB 20,000. Some dummy data. Okay. Now this is working. Let me go to the parent package. Parent package, let me call demo number 4, not demo number 1. Demo number 1 is stuck. So it is going to be calling demo number 4. Okay. So call demo number 1 and 4 or 2 and 4. That is what I would like to call them now. So let me click on execute button. So you should be able to call demo number 4 and demo number 2. So demo number 2 is opened, demo number 4 is opened, and demo number 3, it is executing them. Clear? So you need to go and click on the stop button. You should be able to see the other packages also opened. So I would like to close all packages. Right click on this, say close all but this. Close all but this means these packages will get closed. So whenever you're clicking on starting button, those packages are also getting opened here. If you see carefully, if you go to demo number 3, this is the parent package. So it is doing its activity. Now we stop it. You go back. You don't have any data because it is deleting the data. And the other package is also loading the data from a flat file to something. So like that, we can call individual packages and you can call this package I would like to execute. Open this and try to execute that. Or you go right click on this, you try to execute this package from here. Or you would like to call other packages means you take and call like this and execute only this package. So right click on this package like this individually and we can simply go and click on the start button. There are many things are available here. If you wanted to close other packages, right click on this, say close all but this. Okay, save and close it. So I wanted to know where is my project stored. I forgot the path. After 1 month, I opened it. Where is this project? So if you wanted to see the path, so go to this and right click, say you will be having open containing folder. Wherever this package is available, you open that folder. You can get complete path. Click on this. Now this is where my project is stored, my path. These are the packages which I have created. Have you seen this? Package number 1, package number 2, 3, 4. These are the packages. And when you go back, this is what is a solution file. This is what is the complete package which is available. So now the complete path you can get it. You can trace it out. If you forget it, so simply go to your open one of this and go right click on this, say open containing folder. When you say open containing folder, you should be able to get the complete folder. If you go back, so you can get the solution. Okay, so that is pretty much easy for you to grasp if you wanted to know the path. Clear, guys? So now that is how we can use execute package task. Now the next one is execute process task. Okay, so what is execute process task? Let us understand. Used to run third-party executables. Examples, you can call .exe files, .batch files, any other things you should be able to call them without having any kind of an issue. So this is what we can run. So any .NET application, if you wanted to call, you can call. Any Android application, if you wanted to call, you can call. Any other batch files, if you wanted to call, you can call. So this is there to execute other applications. Clear? So I told you one better example, best example is that if you wanted to zip something, or if you wanted to get unzip something, you have to call zipping applications. Or if you wanted to send a broadcast message to all saying that your data is arrived into the data warehousing, a simple WhatsApp message I would like to broadcast to all, so you will be able to call Android application or WhatsApp application with the help of execute process task. Any application that is installed in your computer means that should be called with the help of this task. Am I clear? Now, what I would like to do, I wanted to do a zipping operation with this activity. Now I go back. Let me simply go to package. Demo number 4 we have done. So demo number 5, let me take a new package. So right click on this, rename, say demo. I would like to do the zipping. Okay, zipping. I would like to do this guy. Use this guy. I would like to use this guy. Double click on this. For the zipping purpose, you should know which application I should use. Okay. So when you double click on this, go to process. Now there is an executable. So you need to have one zip executable. Sorry guys. So we need to have one executable. So what is the executable I have installed? Let me show you. You can install any zipping software. So what is the software I have installed here? WinRAR. Okay. So this is the software that I have installed to uh, to zip something. Inside this, we have winrar.exe. Have you seen this file? So this is actual application. When you double click on this, it's going to be zipping something, extracted to all of them. You will be able to get it. So this is the app got installed. If you wanted to zip or unzip, this is the guy, main culprit. So this guy has to be there. Okay. So C program files x86 winrar .winrar.exe. This is the file. This may be available either in this, or it may be available in your program files. If it is not here, so simply go to program files and install it. So you can download and install it, or WinZip also you can install anything, any software, zipping software that you need to have it in your computer. So that path I should be able to give. Now let me take this path,
Yeah, I have a
copy.
question.
Yeah. Okay. You
Does this
simply,
support
yeah,
both?
tell me.
Sorry. Does this support both Windows 32-bit as well as 64-bit?
Please, can you try it out? It is going to support. It's going to be support. Okay.
Okay.
Please try
Because
it out. Yeah, please.
like in the header it says configure the properties used to run a Windows 32X executable.
Yeah, we can do a lot of things at the time of deployment. Okay. So some applications you have in 32-bit mode, 64-bit mode, right? So at the time of deployment, you have those options to configure. Okay. So don't worry about them.
Okay.
We'll discuss them later. Okay. Now this is what you can have. Executable. So that is installed. Now I wanted to perform some arguments. What is that arguments? I would like to do it. Now I have some data here. I have some files here. Okay. So there is a folder called some folder I have. Clear? So this is my source folder. Now using this, I'm able to get some data. Let me do like this. This is my source. Now what I'm doing, I'm using SSIS here, and I wanted to move these files somewhere. So the SSIS is doing zipping, nothing else. SSIS now doing what? Zipping, nothing else. So it is picking up files from here, and it's going to be dumping somewhere. So from where it has to take the data, let me take D data, some folder I would like to give. This is the folder path. Okay. So this is the folder path from where it is going to be picking it up. Where the bias is the folder. I have a couple of files. All these files need to be zipped and kept into a archive folder. Let me remove this. So I have a folder called archive folder, and here I wanted to archive. So I wanted to go and zip all these things and put it here. But after putting it here, you need to have a folder name, right? So there has to be a folder name for this, right? I'll say the folder name is say called somewhere the bias files. Okay. So this was the folder name I would like to give. So I would like to create this. So the source is, let me take, what is the source? This is my source. This is destination, sorry. This is my destination where the this thing going, and the source destination is something different where you wanted to take these files. Okay, in which folder, and the source from where you wanted to pick the files. So this is my source. Now the next one is, let us go back and understand here two things: arguments and working directory. There are two things that we need to understand. Clear? So from where you would like to pick the path and from where you would like to have. So let me go back. Working directory means your source. So this is your source. Working directory means source. Okay, this is working directory. So that is a source from where you wanted to pick the files. This is a source. Arguments means destinations. Remember, okay? Argument means what? It is a destination. So there are two things that you need to understand here. What is the argument? What is a destination? That's it. Arguments means a destination. So here So this is what I have to use it. And within the path, what is the folder name? Folder name also I have to give where the VS files. Now we need to say like this. You need to enter files. Okay. So this is the complete path. So it will go to this folder. There is a one more folder gets created called where the VS files. So this is what is called zipped folder. The complete path you need to mention plus. So if you wanted to zip, there are two things that we're going to be using. One is called A for archive. One is called E for extract. Okay. There are two things that we're going to be using, archive and extract. So that is also very, very important. A means archive. Archive means zipping. Extract means unzip. So this is what you need to use. Archive. Okay. Archive means it is zipping. So here we're going to be using extract means unzip. Clear? So in the arguments tab, you need to specify archive space. Okay. So A for archive, E for extract. Clear? When you say A, then space, then this is a destination folder, the destination path, and within that this folder gets created. So telling that you're going to be archiving the data. Archiving means what? Zipping. Clear? So this is the what you need to completely copy and go delete and place this. A space D archive where the VS files. From where you're going to be taking? From here. Who's going to be executing this? This is the guy who's going to be executing this. Now, so this is what is called zipping. If you wanted to write something, you can rename. So zipping the thing, that's what you're going to be doing. Save. You wanted to close all of them, right click on this, say close all but this. Other packages are closed. Save, click on start button, which is going to be zipping something here. Now it is zipping something for you, right? It is showing you something here. Now let me go back and go to the archive. Okay. So you should be able to see where the VS files.rar. Okay. You can simply go there and try to zipping is done. It has taken how much of time? It has taken 10 seconds, 797 milliseconds it has taken. So validation has started. So the first phase is validation phase. It is going to be verifying given source is available or not. This is a source, right? Whether given destination is available or not, this is a validation SSIS is going to be doing. If everything is ready, then it is going to do its activity. It is done and stop this debugging. You should be able to go to here and right click on this. You can extract here. Extract here. You should be able to get all the files. So whatever be the files that you could see in the where the VS folder, the same files are available here. Can you see it? So this is how you should be able to get things done. Let me go to again archive. Let me delete everything. I don't have anything here. Everything is blank. Let me go back and try to zip it something and come back and check it out. Okay. So automatically one file is placed. Clear? So this file will be automatically zip. Whatever be the format, whatever be the file name that we had given, so that file name is going to come over there. So this is how you can have zipping. You can unzip it if you want to do unzip. Clear? So this is the zipping algorithm that you can use. Now once I zipped it, I would like to unzip it. So let me take same thing. I'm going to be copying this package and I'm going to be pasting this. You can also copy and paste. You will be able to get one more like this. So what I do, I say it is going to be implemented for unzip. Let me do this and go right click, say sort by name. So I have 1, 2, 3, 6 packages unzip. Now you can copy something. You can copy this package, okay, and you go right click on this. Instead of creating a new package, you pay same thing so that all the content is going to be given. So I would like to now unzip it. For unzipping purpose, what we should do? So you have to do small changes here. Okay. Now I wanted to unzip. Executable will be the same thing. Okay. So working directory, this is the working directory. This is argument set. So here the change. So the working directory will become a destination and arguments will become your source. So these are the two things that you need to observe. Okay. And unzip means what? Unzip means extract. So you need to put extract. That's it. Okay. So what it is going to be doing, it is going to be taking this as a argument. This will become a source. So it will go to D archive and this will get extracted to where? To Vedavyas. Okay. Now let me go to Vedavyas and delete all the files. I don't have anything. Let me delete this. I don't have anything here. Now I have a zipped folder in the archive. Okay, so this I have.
One
So
quick
this has
question,
to
sir.
unzip. Yeah, please.
If you do not specify a new folder, will it use the existing one?
No, you need to specify. You need to
Okay.
specify source and destination, nothing will.
No. In the
Clear?
destination, if you already have the folder where you want to place the files, so can you
No,
give
it
it
cannot.
directly?
No, you cannot. You can try that option. Okay, it cannot work.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I wanted to use this. So simply what I do, I have to unzip, right? So you need to change these two things. So it will become E. From there, it is taking the file. So let me go to argument. Let me go to argument. Okay, argument. I need to rename this as extract. This will become a source. Okay, from where I have to simply go and place the files here. So now I don't have anything in this various folder. Let me go to D drive. Everything is empty here. Now I have a folder, that is zipped folder, that is available here. This is zipped folder name. Let me simply go, save, and close the other things. You know, save this and try to execute it. It's going to be unzipping. Let me go back and check. I have ADS folder, all the files. Now I'm going to be having it here. So from there, from here, so you should be able to go to archive. It is available here. Clear? If you wanted to do something zipping and unzipping, either you can use this. We have one more activity that is also you can use. So that is called as, let me stop this, scripting task. Okay. So if you know .NET, if you know .NET, you should be able to double click on this. I am not a .NET developer. I don't know how to zip it. But if you wanted to zip, you should be able to use C#.NET or VB.NET. Clear? Either you can write C#.NET code or VB.NET code. By default, which is going to be offering you C#.NET, and you can click on edit script. So .NET can call any other applications. It can call Java, it can call .NET, it can call Android, it can call anything. So using this, you should be able to perform this activity. Clear? But even though you don't know .NET, with the help of simple, arguments and everything, you can easily, perform the zipping and unzipping with the help of execute process task. Clear? So now .NET is got open. Let me show you .NET code. Okay, this is what is called .NET code. There are some libraries got attached. System library, system.data, Microsoft SQL Server DTS runtime, and system.windows forms. Lot of libraries got attached, which are called namespaces. People who know programming, they can understand these, otherwise forget about it. Okay, don't worry about it. So you have to write your code here as part of your main. Add your code here. So whatever you wanted to write, for example, I would like to print something here, message box dot show. Okay, so I would like to write something here. Hi guys, welcome to MSBI. Okay, so this is what I would like to display in my SSIS. Clear? So now you save this, you write something. This is how the printing can happen onto the screen. This is the .NET code. So M capital, B capital, dot show is the function or the method. So within this, I should be able to call something and semicolon at the end. So whatever be the code that you would like to write, you can write the code here, but you should know .NET thoroughly. So after entering here, you can save and build it. So build this one, build st, whatever you have it here, just build it. So build started. It's going to be creating an assembly and everything internally, so that we need not worry what it is doing. So only thing is that you should know how to write and go to build, and the build st something will be there, or you would like to rebuild it, you can rebuild it. Building means it is going to be checking are there any syntax errors in your code that you have written. So nothing else. Simply you close this button and click on OK. So after zipping or after unzipping, it is going to be doing some activity. Let me disable this task for some time. Let me disable it because I don't want to execute that now. I would like to execute only this. So scripting task also can be used to zip and unzip or to perform any kind of an activity. So hi guys, welcome to MSBA. Or you can also say whatever you would like to add. So you should be able to get a message. Go to edit script, and you should be able to broadcast something, or you should be able to do whatever you would like to do with the help of .NET code. Okay, so onto the screen you would like to get a message saying that hi guys, uh, zip and unzip is done successfully, something like this. I would like to broadcast some message. We never give like this. So never, broadcast any messages through SSIS. SSIS not there for this. Since we have a .NET component that we are using, but SSIS is not there to show you some kind of a messages. SSIS is a pump or the motor. It is there to, export the data, import the data, right? Motor will never say that I have done my work. So motor is there to simply export and import the data. SSIS package your heart. Heart is pumping your blood. It never says that I have done my work, right? So your SSIS or your ETL is nothing but your heart. Heart is pumping the blood from one place to another, like that. SSIS is a a motor or the heart. Within that, the pumping is going to be happening there. So you have written something. Simply go to the project, go to the build, click on the build button. Build is started. Now you should wait for till you get the succeeded message. Okay, close this. Don't cancel this. You need to click on OK. If you cancel this, the code which you have written, you will be losing that. So click on OK. Now save and click on the start. So hi guys, zip and unzip is done successfully. You can write some kind of a messages, or if it is failed, if something is failed here, you should be able to use them. For example, I enable this. Now after this is going to be working. Let me go back and click on execute. Now it is going to be saying something here. So what is this? So after this, something is happening here, right? So it is giving you a message saying that I guess everything is done. Let me stop and go back and let me delete this. Okay, so everything should be happening automatically. I am deleting manually, but with the help of other task, we can also delete automatically. The task is called as a file system task. We'll discuss that. If you wanted to delete files and folders, you can use this dynamically. It's going to be deleting everything. Now, let me go and try to start this. Now, after this, everything is done. Whatever be the reason, this is not there. If this is not there, so the package is going to be failing, right? So when you save and no archives found, now it is failing. If it is failing, it is not getting executed because this is failing, it is getting stopped. Even though it is failing, I would like to have this to be executed. This to be executed means if it is failing, I would like to call this. If it is successful, it is being called. That is by default mode. Clear? So even though that is failing, I wanted to, call this. If that is the case, you simply go double click on this link. This is what is called a pipe, or you can say a constraint. Double click on this. This is what is called precedence constraint. By default, constraint is success. What is success? If it is successful, then only you can call this. Okay, when this is successful, then only you can execute this. But irrespective whether it is a successful or failure, I would like to call this. If that is the case, and you go, you should say completion. That means what? Whether it is a successful or failure, well, it's failed. Whether it is a success or failure doesn't matter. It should be able to execute. If that is the case, you go and constraint, you make it to completion. But I want to have for failure one notification, for successful one more notification. I would like to call some kind of if and else. So if it is a success, you can call this message. Everything is called successfully. Now you can control C and control V. I'm going to be copying the same thing. And I'm writing here. So if something is, if you double click on this, if it is a success, this is going to be invoked. If something is failed, so double click on this, you say failure, click on OK. If something is failed, this will get executed. Let me go and go to the edit script. So this is something like this. If something is failed, you do something, else you do something like this. We can write some kind of a constraints. You can come here, you can tell that hey guys, is failed. Okay, so why it is failed we don't know, but it is failed. So failure reasons, there should be thousands of reasons why it is failing. You don't have the proper software, you don't have proper paths are wrong completely. What could be the reason? We don't know. Hi guys, zip and unzip is failed. So you simply go here, go to the build and do something. So build started, just wait to succeed. Yeah, succeeded. Now click on OK. Now, if something is smooth, something is successful, means this will get executed, else this will get executed. So this will be rename this success. Okay, this will be failure message. Okay, something like this you can have it. So save it, click on start button. So no archives found. Now it is telling you, hi guys, zip and unzip is failed. So you should be able to call like this. If something is failure, so you should be able to get. If something is successful, you should be able to get like this. Whether it is a failure or successful, also you should be able to implement one more thing. Clear? So that is what is called here. You can right click, you say success, failure, completion. So here when you right click on this, You can say failure. You can make it to completion. Okay. Or you can simply double click on this. You can say completion here. Clear? So like that, you should be able to call them. You should be able to use some kind of expressions. Okay. So simple expressions are these evaluation operators. We have expressions that we'll discuss later when we create some kind of a variable. If some value equals to 10, you do something. If your value equals to 20, you do something. If your value equals to 30, you do something. Something like this. So sometimes what happens is that you get some data from US, you will get some data from the India, you get some data from America. Clear? Like that, you have 3 to 4 data flows are available. So the customer will tell you, today I'm going to be putting the data into India server. The customer will tell you that I'm going to be dumping the data today into India server. So you have to execute one data flow from India. Clear? So you can write, if the country equals to India, call this. If the country equals to US, call this. If the country equals to say, UK, call this. So wherever the data is available, the data is available in India. So you create a table. In the table, you give the country name. You create a table, one simple table, you create a table called country. So in that, it's going to be having only one column. So that is called country India. So your package will go read the country name. If the country name equals to India, so it is going to be calling the data from the India server. It is going to be loading. Tomorrow you may say that I would like to get the data from America, because the data server of America now is having the data. So dynamically the client is choosing wherever you would like to place the data, not only on one server, right? So because if they save the server names, a lot of things will change. Table names, server names, column names, everything will change. So you have created one package for that. Only you need to choose the server name dynamically and call only that. That is the purpose. We can use some kind of an expressions here. You can write, if the country equals to India, call this data flow. If that is the case, choose the expression here. You can choose the expression here. So choose one variable. You may have some variable here. The variable name, country name is equals to double click say India. Okay. If it is India, you're going to be calling this. If it is America, you double click on this, go to expression. Okay. Now when your expression, this has got disabled. Now go to dot and dot. You will have a variable. What are the variables? We'll see later. Some variable you will be discussing, equals to say US. So when it is US, this will get executed. Okay. Or if you have India and US, so for India it is going to be happening, for US it is going to be happening. So it's going to be doing like that. We can give some kind of an expressions as well. So sometimes we'll get this kind of a things as well. For that purpose, we can use some kind of an expressions as well. We can write. Okay. So expressions and constraint, both of them we can implement. So either this and that and this, lot of things are available. This must be successful and condition must be true. This is and or condition, either this or this, then this will get executed. And means if this and this must be true, then only this condition can happen. So we can give expression and constraint. It should be successful, plus if country equals to India, then only it should work. So something like this also we can specify. Clear? So these are called as a predecessor constraints that you can have it. So if you don't give anything, simply you take arrow mark and do it. It means that it is a constraint is success is enabled. That means if the above task is successful, then the bottom task is going to be executed. Okay. Irrespective of whether it is a success or failure, I would like to call this means you simply you simply double click on this line, go here, use completion. That is the meaning of this. Whether it is a failed or succeeded doesn't matter. This will get invoked. This will get called. Clear? And you can also right click like this and change. If it is a failure, if the task is failure, then only this will get executed. Clear? So like that, you should be able to call. Or you can also simply you can execute both of them independently. This is different activity. This is different activity. That is also fine. So normally, much more times you will be able to find out the green pipes only. What is the meaning? If everything is smooth, then only you execute this. That is the by default behavior. If you wanted to change this, right click on this. You have different behaviors are available so that you can practice them clearly. Clear? So these are pretty much easy. Anybody can easily understand. Or double click on this. You can also change here, right? So when we discussing about variables and everything, we also write some kind of an expressions. Plus, we also write, even though we don't know .NET, we implement some complex logics by writing some complex .NET code that is available in your Google. So only you should know what that code is doing. You ask anyone .NET developer, they will teach you this line is doing this, this line is doing this. You can write simple expressions. You can copy, try to understand. If you read the article, they'll give you this is what it is doing, this is what it is doing. So you may be new to the SSIS and new to the .NET today, but nothing is complex. It is simply if something is true, you do something. If something is false, you do something. Only we should know how to print, how to do some activity in .NET. So those are the simple things. If you know, even though you don't know .NET, even though I don't know .NET, we should be able to get lot of .NET code here. But complex code you and me cannot write. Try to understand. If you need a complex code to be written, you need to hire a .NET developer. So, and people will be taking the help from them and implementing the code. Whatever be the code is writing, at least you should know copy and paste the code here. If you don't know how to copy and paste the code, then we cannot do anything, right? So .NET guy is going to be writing a code and giving it to you. You should know how to copy and paste your code as well. If you know that much, and that's it. So you simply take his code and copy and paste it here. That's it, nothing else. And if he gives you any namespaces, any libraries to be added, you have to add them. So sometimes we need to add some more libraries using system.io. Some purpose we're going to be using a library. What is a library? And all of them you should know. Okay, but this is not the platform to understanding what is the namespace, what is the library. Somebody is doing, asking you to do something, you blindly do it. Later when you have a time, you understand what is the library, what is this one, what is that one. Sometimes you have to add only these two things. One is called namespaces. You should know how to add them, and copy paste this code. They will tell you this is the code, you just copy paste here. And some more namespaces also they will give you, that you should be able to copy and paste them here. That's it. And after that you should know, go to build and click on build. That's it. If you know these three steps, you can write any .NET code anywhere in this world. And close this, and you say click on OK. Don't cancel this. Then it's going to be working perfectly. If it is not working, then you need to call the .NET developer. What is the issue there? Am I clear? So that is the execute process task. Along with the simple .NET, we'll write complex .NET as well. Now, expression task also can be implemented to do some kind of an expressions, to write some kind of an expressions. Clear? So for this also we need some kind of a programming, variable declaration and all we have to learn. So this we'll discuss later. The next one is called a file system task. As we know, I wanted to delete something dynamically. Take a new package. You say demo number 7. So I would like to create something, or I can say file system task. Okay, I would like to create something dynamically. I would like to delete something dynamically, so which is already there. So that you can achieve with the help of this fellow. I click on this. So double click on this. Now, what is the operation which we can do? Create a file, create a directory, copy a file, move file, a lot of things that you should be able to do on files and folders. Okay, so file system task can do two things. That's what I told you, right? You know what is a file system means? Sometimes people will say file system server. File system server means it is operating system server, OS. So if you buy hardware and install Windows or install Linux, You don't install any other application. Purely an operating system, if you have, that server is called as a file system server. Could be Windows, could be Linux, could be Apple Macintosh, anything. You don't have any other softwares. Purely OS is installed in that machine. So that computer is called as a file system server. So file system server is capable of storing files and folders. So if you don't have any software, what you can do? Still you can create files, you can create folders, right? So if you have a files and folders, that server is called as a file system server. On this, what are the actions you can perform? So a lot of actions you can do it on this, right? So either you create a folder, or you delete a folder, or you create a file, you delete a file, you copy a file, you copy a folder, you move a file, you move a folder, you cut a folder, you cut a file, you paste a folder. Like this, all these operations can be done. Paste a files or paste a folder. Clear? So paste, all these operations, copy, rename. You can rename a file, rename a folder. You can copy, move, backup. So whatever you would like to move, all these actions or the operations are going to be done on the files and folders. If you go for the file system task, remember this, it is going to be working on these activities only. Clear? File system server means if you install purely Windows or any Linux, not any other software in that machine, that computer will be called as a file system server. So it is going to be having files and folders. These are the actions that you can do it. Clear? I would like to do what is the operation? Create a directory, create a folder. Where I wanted to create a folder, I go new connection, and every time it has to create a folder. Okay, where in the D drive it has to create a folder, and you need to give the name of the folder as well. Okay, so create a folder. I wanted to give the name of the folder is, let us say, Microsoft. I would like to create a folder called Microsoft. So this is a folder name to be created. Where it is to be created this. So click on OK. Click on OK. Now when you double click on this, you can get the complete path. You go and a D drive. I don't have any Microsoft folder. You can see you have Amazon archive. You don't have any Microsoft folder here. But let me simply go and try to save. And let me right click on this. Close all but this. I would like to close other packages. Now save this and click on start button. So it has done some activity. What it has done, it would have created a folder called Microsoft. Where is that? It is there. Blank folder it is created. Microsoft folder. But if the folder is there, when you try to execute, it will fail now. It is telling me cannot create a directory. So it is telling me. So what should I do? If a directory exists, use directory if exists, make it true. What is the meaning of this? If the directory exists, don't create, else you create. So that is the meaning of this. Use directory if exists, make it true. So you don't get any error. You don't get any error. If the directory exists, it is not going to create that. Already it is there. It's not going to create anything freshly. Okay, because it's created in 909 morning. After that, it is not. After that, it is not touching that. That is not touching the same timing. Maybe you can see it here. But if you delete it, now you try to create. It is now going to be creating a directory. Now you should be able to go and refresh. Okay, Microsoft, it is deleted in 910. Clear? So if you wanted to drop the directory also, you should be able to simply go and operation you need to change this to delete directory. Same directory I should be able to delete. The Microsoft will get deleted. So if you have this, it is there now, right? So whatever you would like to delete, whatever you would like to create, you can do like this. Dynamically also you can give the names of the directories. Now I'm given a Microsoft. Always it's going to be creating a same Microsoft. I would like to give the name dynamically. So I would like to create Microsoft underscore today's date and time. I would like to have it. So today's date and time is dynamically I have to collect from the system and do it. So that can be done. So we're going to be doing those kind of a demos also later. So don't worry about it. Now everything is happening statically. It is going to be deleting the folder. Okay, the folder got deleted, so Microsoft folder is gone. It is very simple, but sometimes we'll get the data, we keep the data, we dump the data somewhere, we delete the files, and we'll delete the folders automatically. You're supposed to do a lot of items. So each and every activity you have, so each and everything, it is doing its own activity. For example, you have a heart is doing something. You have a liver is doing something. You have one more item, it is doing something. You have different parts in your body, it is doing different items like that. You have different elements are which are available, which are doing different things in SSIS. Clear? So SSIS is a big application. If you wanted to perform a individual activity, so you can choose appropriate task from the control flow. You can do this activity, you can go for that activity. So think like that. Now I told you the next one is FTP task. FTP task is if you wanted to download files and folders from the Google Drive from OneDrive. So how are you doing it? If I'm sending you a video today, I need to upload the video manually, and you have to go to manually and click on the link, download the video manually, right? I told you clearly, if you don't download the videos on regular basis, it is going to be deleted. So I am going to be deleting, once in a week again manually. So here I am uploading manually, you are downloading manually, I am deleting manually. Lot of things are happening manually. Now, if you use FTP task, so automatically whenever the video gets recorded, I have to play somewhere. So automatically this video will get uploaded to OneDrive or the Google Drive or the FTP server. FTP server is just like a Google Drive only, file transfer protocol, which is going to be used as a just like a Google Drive and OneDrive. So if you wanted to store some data in the web, in the cloud, these are called cloud folders, web folders, or online drives. Google Drive, Dropbox, and OneDrive. All of them are called, online drives or shared drives, right? So, like that, FTP server is also be used by the companies to upload large amount of data. For example, Microsoft is giving me OneDrive, so I have installed OneDrive here. So OneDrive, I have shared lot of things here. But what is the capacity of OneDrive? 15 GB of files only I can upload. If I wanted to have more than 15 GB, if I wanted to keep the old files, means I need to pay monthly approximately some $100 to $200 per month. Approximately, I have to pay 7,000 to 8,000 INR, Indian rupees. For 10,000 bucks per month, I need to pay to them. So I don't have enough, I don't need to store some data here. So I'm using only 15 GB. I'm deleting the old files and uploading the new files. Clear? Now my Gmail is also when you go for the Gmail is going to be giving you 15 GB at a stretch free. But if you cross more than 15 GB of Gmail's data, then new mails you cannot get it. So bhaskarjogi@gmail.com is crossed 15 GB of emails. I have created this in 2002, I think 2003 when they have started. Now it is grown up to more than 15 GB. Now I am paying for the Google. Okay, bhaskarjogi@gmail.com is not a free. Free means I need to remove the old mails and everything. I'm not deleting, I would like to archive them. So now it is my emails itself is 20-30 GB every month. I'm paying some amount to gmail.com, then only bhaskarjogi@gmail.com is going to work, because all the data it is saved somewhere. So I can go anytime to Google. I need the mails from 2018 to 2020 or 2005 to 2010. I need those mails. Clear? Because I'm paying them, they are preserving my thing. Otherwise, they'll give you by default 15 GB. If that is full, you cannot get anything. You have to delete your old mails and you can only use new mails. Clear? 15 GB means you need to delete at least 1 or 2 GB, then wait for 1 or 2 months to go, then 15 GB gets completed. Again, you need to pay. That's how the companies are happening. Now it is too expensive. So what people are going to be doing it? So instead of going for the Google Drive and this one, companies are hiring a FTP service. Clear? So you have FTP server, so that I can buy it, I can configure it. So this is FTP server. Okay. So FTP server is available in the cloud. So this is your cloud. So that means anybody can access. This is web called as a cloud, or you can call as online. So whatever you can say, or these are called as shared drives, or OneDrive, shared drive, Google Drive, whatever you think of, all of them are same thing. So companies are going to be having this. Now they will create a folder. For example, I create a folder called SSIS. So what I'm doing, I'm putting all my videos here. I'm going to be creating SSIS or SSRS, whatever you would like to create. So the company's data is going to be having, for example, Amazon would like to give the files here. They create Amazon. So Amazon company, end of the day, so the sales data is available in this machine. These will get uploaded to this. So all files, thousands of files will get uploaded every day, morning, evening. So you have to download these files. Okay. For the downloading purpose, I'm going to be using a task called FTP task. Okay. FTP task is used to download to where I have to download it to my local server. My local server folder may be something here. Okay. I would like to create a folder now, created a folder called a Microsoft folder. Just now I have created all the files, or I can create a folder called Amazon folder. So all the files are available inside my Amazon folder. When you go, I create one Amazon folder here. So if it is not there, I can create one folder. From FTP, I'm getting all the files now to this. So if you wanted to download something from this server, so you need to use FTP task, not only to receive the files, for uploading files also. For example, I have lot of files in Amazon folder that I would like to keep it here. That is also possible. Okay. So FTP task is used to send and to receive also files and folders. You can upload a folder, you can upload a file as well. Am I clear? So FTP task can be used, but if you wanted to work with FTP task, you should have internet connection, because FTP means web, cloud, online. If you don't have internet connectivity, you will not be able to go to this server and cannot get the files. Now let me do a small demo on this. Let me download the files from one of the server which is there in UK. It will take only 2 minutes. Demo on FTP. Now drag and drop, double click on this. Now I go to FTP connection. I have one server which is there in UK. I know the IP address. Okay. So the server name I know, ftp.ac.ed.uk. ftp.ac.ed.uk, something like this. There is a name of the server. Let me do the test connection, or I gave the wrong name. Let me check. This is, anybody can access it. So ed.ac.uk. Okay, this is wrong. ed.ac.uk. So this is the server I'm going to be using. So this is the real-time server which is available. Okay. So remember this. FTP server. ftp.ed.ac.uk. This is a real-time server which is available here. Now, I wanted to simply use that server. Click on test connection. So test connection succeeded. Anonymous means there is no username password you can provide. Port number is 21. I did not change anything. If your internet connection is slow, we can increase this to 180 maximum. Timeout. Okay. So within 60 seconds, if you're not able to connect, it will give you an error, but you can, give up to 180 seconds. So test connection is happening. Now you should be able to go and get the files. So I have given the connection there. Now file transfer. Go to operation. You wanted to send, receive, lot of things you can do. On that folder, you can create a local directory, remote directory, lot of things you can do. I wanted to receive files from that server, and I have to go for a folder name. What is the folder name? I have a folder name called Amazon. So I have to go to that folder. Source, remote path means this is FTP. Okay. So this is what is called remote path. Okay. Na? So remote path means FTP path. When you click on dot 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 private, so allow access, you should be able to go to that. Now I am connecting to server which is there in UK. Clear? Now click on pub. Inside pub I have survey. Okay, so I have a lot of files here. Okay, so this is not my local drive. I have connected to FTP, and these are the files I would like to download. Now choose one of the file. Choose one of the file to download. So this is the path, you should be able to get it. But I don't need a single file. I put star dot star. What is the meaning? All files I would like to download, but you need to choose one file. So you can choose one file. So instead of that, you can put star dot star. So only all files I would like to get it. I would like to download txt files only, star.txt. I would like to get only the text files or the documents .doc, txt files, or get all the files. You can have, this is the path, pub survey, blah, blah, blah. So it is taken. And local path, where I have to go, new connection, existing folder, go to browser, go to computer, and this PC, go to D drive and Amazon. I wanted to go to this and get to Amazon. Click on OK. Now this is the FTP. Right click, you can give the rename. It is FTP connection. Okay, CONN. This is the destination folder. Destination folder. So now you save and right click on this, close all but this. So you save this, click on start. Amazon is not found. Why Amazon is not found? We have Amazon, right? Save and click on start. There is FTP connection is working, right? It is fine. Let me create this. Let me go to file transfer, and remote path is this, receive files. local path. Let me use some other D drive. Let me use some Vyas. So what is the issue here? Click on OK. Start. Yeah, I think there was an issue. So my, networks and everything it is scanning. So this you need to allow accesses. Network people will configure all of them. Those kind of issues will not come to you. Okay. If not, because there are a lot of firewalls which are going to be blocking all of them. In the companies, all firewall settings, everything will be taken care by the networking team, because we don't know how to enable firewall, how to disable firewall at the server levels and the networking levels. So the companies is going to be doing that activity. Let me go and I go to the Vedavyas folder. We should be able to get a lot of files. Let me choose some different file. Yeah, let me go to some other. Why Amazon is not taking? Amazon should take, right? I'll create a new folder here. Okay, make a new folder. So say Microsoft. Now save and start. You go to Microsoft. Now see, you can see one by one files you're able to get it. Clear? So if the file size is more, it may be 10 GB file, a 20 GB file, means it will take a lot of time, because it's not so simple. So I told you, right, we were working for Microsoft. So we were getting, 3,000 files, 4,000 files at a stretch. So today we will switch on the FTP server and it will run for 8 hours, 9 hours, or 10 hours, a whole night it will run to move the files from one server to another, or FTP to this, because it will be having so much of a, 100 GB, 1000 GB, 600 GB, like that. So much of a, size files will take a lot of time. So sometimes it will take 6 hours, 8 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours also to download the files. Sometimes from one server to one server we used to move, not from the FTP. From one server to one server we used to move. It will take a lot of time. Clear? So Sunday we schedule it. So Monday morning when we come to the office, or Tuesday morning when we check, it's still downloading the files if you have big files and more number of files. Clear, guys? And you can delete them, and again you stop the package. The latest files will get again downloaded. So every monthly or every weekly, this package will run. It is going to be getting the fresh data. That's it. So every Sunday, it is scheduled midnight. It is deleting, it is getting all the data. Sunday midnight. Monday morning, you run other packages, which is going to be taking the data from these files and putting into your staging servers. So there are two packages. One is to download the files. The second package is to take the data from each file and upload it. Clear? So we have Hadoop file system, Hadoop Hive task. This we cannot work. So script task will see send mail task. If you wanted to send a mail, so you can configure like this. After this is done, I would like to send a mail. You need to configure SMTP server here. I don't have proper SMTP server, so it cannot work. You can give some 192.0.10.10. You need to configure them properly, because Windows authentication, these will not get configured very easily. So it is not going to work for me here. So from my address, say Bhaskar at the rate, say abc.com. Now the mail will go to my boss, John at gmail.com, or John at Amazon, okay, .com, or people will say no reply, or people say SSIS. underscore no reply. That means it is a dummy. It is machine is going to send the mail saying that uh, demo number 8 is success. Okay, something like this. You get a message. So once everything is done, demo number 8 package is successful. Now when you execute it, it is not going to work because this SMTP mail server is not configured properly in my machine, so it cannot work. But in the real time, you can send a mail. You can give a lot of emails. Dynamically, you can get the data, all mail IDs from databases. You can supply one by one, so that all people will get email communications. Clear? Then web service means you can also call a websites and get the data. So that is also available here. And XML means if you wanted to retrieve the data from XML, so we'll do one demo on the XML. So XML files you can have it. You can take the data to XML and send it to the database servers. Clear? So these are the simple ones. You try it. At least you perform these 8 demos. And if you have any doubts, please ask me tomorrow, because first time you're doing, you will get a lot of issues. Clear? Make sure that you ask me tomorrow if you have any kind of issues, or you can ask me today also.